Hey, what's going on? Back with another video. Today we're going to be modifying something a little bit different today, which is an actual real car. But I've always found it to be so much fun to modify it in the actual garage as opposed to using, a trainer, because it's so I don't know, there's something kind of funny about seeing a real car in a fictitious environment. And of course, this is the MK4 Supra. 90s Supra, the one that everybody loves, the A80. And we're going to get to modifying this right now. Of course, you'll see it shows up as null, which some cars don't. Some people modify them to the point where they don't say that, but I don't really know how to edit it. I've looked throughout the files. So, $10 to repair is not bad. What do we even need to repair here? Just that. That's a pretty brutal scratch. Went all the way down to the primer, if we're being realistic about it. So the first things first is the engine. Of course, we're going to be upgrading that to the highest it can go, because why wouldn't you? I actually don't know why people wouldn't upgrade a car to that degree. The roll cage. Yes, of course we want the roll cage. No, I'm kidding. We really don't, because I just like the more streetable look, to be totally honest with you. As for the bumpers, the front plate has never been a favorite of mine. I'm seeing if I can remove that. Can I remove? That's an extra. No, so I don't know if I can remove the front plate. To be honest with you, I don't think that I can. So we're going to have to go with a front bumper that is devoid of the front plate. So I'm going to do this one. And this body kit, in my opinion, on any other car would look relatively ridiculous, but that's what's so liberating about these types of cars specifically, is the fact that because they are legendary, because they are within the pantheon of JDM tuners that everybody wants, you can basically get away with whatever the hell you want. The skirts are interesting, as always. I think we can go with... I'll just go all out. Again, when you have a vehicle like this, you have to capitalize on the fact that it is a vehicle that can get away with it, so you might as well do it. Kind of said that in the most redundant way possible. As for the back bumpers, these are all very cool. Those fins freak me out. I know that they're not real, but I just imagine them snapping off. Driving a chrome bumper. Wow, I haven't seen that. You don't see a lot of chrome on JDM cars, more like 50s muscle cars. The rear bumpers here, that looks the best, but I kind of like that more exaggerated curvature that you see, which you do notice a lot with Supra body kits. I always see that type of, I don't know, it's not so much an angularity as it is, I don't know, like a swoopiness to it. You know what I mean? Everything is kind of always quite curvy and sloping, but I like it. So now the wheels, this should be fun. We're definitely going to have to do the street wheels. And it's cool because default it comes gold, which I don't mind. I think I may actually stick with them. That looks okay. Wait, can I do it? No, the wheel is through the caliper. How about... Is there any we can do with the wheel is not through the caliper, or are we just going to have to bite the bullet and you're going to act like I never said that? How's that sound? Ooh, nope, of course, that's the, those are the stock ones that I was getting excited about. So I'm just going to go with that. We'll act like it's not through the caliper, but it is. The wheel color, we'll do black. What would silver look like? Actually, we'll do silver to make it look a little bit more classic, because everybody always does black on red or black on this or black on that. Stone silver. I'll just go with that. And now the lights. I mean, whatever. We'll do blue. I'll actually do blue. Blue looks cool at night, though we won't be using it at night because my graphics mod is basically prohibitive of it. I gotta figure that out, because in 5M it's perfectly fine. And before we get to the color, how about the exhaust? Yeah, these giant exhausts, again, look ridiculous on 9 out of 10 cars until you see something like this and you go, okay, well, if I can pull it off, I'm going to take it. And the carbon hood, the only thing I don't like about this carbon hood is that the pattern is repeating too much. You can see that. It's funny, too, because the person that put this in the game, I don't know how to mod these cars, I'm not criticizing them, but in a sense, it feels like the texture is right on. This is the first carbon fiber I've seen where it actually looks like it's carbon fiber. It's just a shame that you can see the clear tiling in it. So, rusty hood, is that actually what they call it? It's not rusty. Is that a name for something else? I don't know, but I'll pick it. And the spoiler. Oh, God. Cars that have spoilers that are unique to themselves, unlike those Forza Horizon spoilers that are just giant wings, are the best. Like, see what I'm saying here? That is, you will only find that spoiler on a Supra. Wow, that is very exaggerated, but we're going to have to go with the classic Mark IV spoiler. Let's get it lowered. The transmission. Of course, a turbo. What is a 2JZ without twin turbos? They're twin turbo, right? They certainly are. And now we need to get down to the color. What am I doing here? What did I just click? I clicked spoiler. I meant to do respray. There we go. So, let's do the color. It really doesn't need anything exotic. My favorite color is red. To be honest with you, I've never seen a yellow Supra before. I've never seen a yellow Supra. I don't even think they... No, they most certainly didn't produce them in yellow. I would have seen one by now. Another car that should be in yellow that wasn't, and I actually think it's a crime that it wasn't, was any type of STI. I always thought Subarus should be in yellow. I thought it actually kind of looked like red, yellow, and blue. Those cars can pull those colors off. I'm actually going to go with this right now. I like this a lot. It's like a bluish type of silver, and I think you could really get it to pop if you pick the right gradient. Could we do like almost like a very light blue gradient that will make that jump out at you? Look at that. You know what that is? That's a Ferrari color. You see a lot of old Ferraris in this color, like 575s, Maranellos. So I'm going to pick that. And now, what is the secondary color? What would that be? Oh, it's the interior. I'm just going to do blue and red. Red racing seats look good. And accent, I don't know what any of this stuff even entails. Maybe it's just there. It needs to be there. And alright, let's take it out. It also has an custom exhaust mod. Totally different audio than what you'd hear in the game, so let's go for a drive. Oh my goodness, that is just wonderful. Really, it is. Where should we go to? We should maybe take it out on the highway here. Oh, almost missed. I had to change the handling as well. I added in a 488, which had perfect handling, just fast enough to be a little quicker than the game, but not ridiculous so that you couldn't drive it, so I decided to apply the handling to that, because apparently this car, the mod, didn't have the best handling, so I fixed it. How many times can you say handling in 13 seconds? Listen to the turbo when I let off. Oh, that really is such a unique sound, that 2JZ, to these cars. It's a shame they're so expensive now. Listen to this thing rip. What are we hitting? What kind of speed are we hitting? No way. Are we seriously hitting 180? I mean, if that speedometer is correct. Wait, no, is that in kilometers? Yeah, that's in kilometers. Never mind. So yeah, the handling is certainly on par with the vanilla cars, but that's actually what kind of makes it cooler. Now let's see if this guy has enough torque to do a burnout. Some cars just don't have it in them. They're just, I don't know. They don't have the torque. Not a burnout, a donut. And this guy does. See, that right there is a proper donut. And you will only find that in cars that actually have the balls to lay down enough torque where you can basically just spin it out of control. The other ones, you need to keep hitting the e-brake and keep doing this and that, but man, what a legendary vehicle. And I'm going to end the video here. I hope that everybody's enjoyed it. I'm trying to make these a little bit shorter as time goes on, because sometimes there's just not too much to talk about, or not so much that people would want to hear me talk about. So, and it's right-hand drive, I completely forgot. Why are the seats now yellow? That's strange, but anyway. This is the way a car is meant to look. Honest to goodness, that is just beautiful. And to be totally honest with you, not to do that kind of boomer thing where everything in the past was better, but I don't think we get cars that are this good looking anymore. I really don't think we do. Honestly, and for whatever reason, the design companies just don't get it. The people in charge of this. You know, even Ferrari that had Pininfarina, you know, even they design cars that kind of look like their predecessors. Even they've lost the edge on styling, a lot of people think. So hopefully one day we'll see cars like this again, even if they are hybrids, just as long as they look this good.